Admittedly, I can be anxious at times as I consider the challenges I have to face. Like when I work to get ahead and still fall behind, I start to wonder if I was meant to win the race. Striving to do things right. Good evening. And when things go wrong, tempted to act. This time I will. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This time I will be still. Good evening, everyone who's logging on. If you can come on, if you can share. Good to see you guys tonight. Good evening, good evening. Please say hello. Hey, Mama Carson. If you're logging on through my personal social media, I won't be able to see your comments until I get off from in this platform. So welcome, everyone. I hope you guys have had a good evening. I'm going to wait a few more minutes. I know it's late in the evening. I'm glad you guys can join me on this evening, though. I hope you've had a good week thus far. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. To everyone that's joining near to far, hello. If you haven't shared, if you can go ahead and share, I will start and I give it one more minute because I won't be before you long. Glad you guys are up and joining me this evening, though. Good evening. This time. Good evening. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And I want to welcome you guys this evening to Wisdom Wednesday. For those of you, if this is your first time, welcome. I hope that this evening I can share some type of nugget, some type of encouragement that would help propel you to your next. I am Dr. L. Perkins. I'm a whole lot of different things. I don't like to go through a lot of the accolades and this, that, and the other. I just know that I'm an individual who wants to see you win. I want to see you get to your next level. I want to see you grasp everything that God has for you in this life while you're on this earth. And so Wisdom Wednesdays are just small segments that I come on to give an encouraging word, to provide some strategies, to provide motivation, to provide some encouragement. We all need encouragement, but it's nothing like being encouraged and then walking in that thing that you was designed to do. Tonight, different times I've been doing motivation. I've been doing Wisdom Wednesday for over a year and a half. And if anybody that knows me, whether here or far, that looks at any of my lives, that knows me personally, knows that I'm a person that I love people. I love helping people. I love helping to push individuals to their next. That is just something that I do. And it was fun. It was kind of humorous the other day because I wrote a oftentimes people reach out for letters of support and letters of, to volunteer for one of my businesses. And so I wrote a letter of support. Let me tell you something. You never know who's watching. You never know who's looking. You never know who lives you may touch. And I gave this letter to an individual that was doing some volunteer work for me. And whomever she gave it to is not from this area, but recognized my name. And lo and behold, the individual person has recognized my name because this individual person has seen some of my lives. You just never know who life that you may touch. So I use every part of my day trying to impact the lives of others. I get up in the morning trying to do a thing to help impact the lives of others. And sometimes it's difficult. When I mean it's difficult, because sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes, like I just not too long ago just finished a class that I'm taking in order to, I'm getting some more credentials, some different things I'm trying to do. And everything that I do that is part of the degrees that I have. All of my degrees are degrees that I've gotten to help better someone else, to help make an impact on other individuals. And so all of the work that I've done in my life has been to help others. And so these segments is for to help for transformation. They're to help prepare, like I said, propel people to their next. Tonight we're going to talk about taking responsibility. We're going to talk about taking responsibility. I'm going to tell you now, this is not going to be a feel good message. This is not going to be a message that's going to tickle your fancy. This is not going to be a message that when you get off this live, that's going to make you feel like, oh, however, it's not going to tickle your fancy, but it should help you to evaluate you. It should help you look at some things that you may need to change. It should help you identify some areas that you need to work in. Because guess what? Sometimes taking responsibility can be difficult. And it's difficult a lot of times when it comes to adults. I cancel because I am a certified life coach. I'm a certified mentor. I'm a lot of different things that I do on after my career job. But there are a lot of individuals, grown people, that don't want to take responsibility for their decisions in life. They blame it on everything else and they remain stagnant in a situation because they continue to blame other people. I'm not talking about no 15, 16, 18, 19, 20-year old. I'm talking about 30, 40s, 50s, 60s. Then they're still blaming people. What happened in the youth? What happened? Somebody did to them 2 years ago. Something somebody talked about them. Things that not taking responsibility and passing the blame, walking in unforgiveness, not trying to change because they're still in a cage because they don't want to take responsibility of their part. They don't want to take responsibility for the decision that they made. I used to be in that state of mind. I used to be a person that, okay, I am a mother. I have two children. I was a single parent for a long time. For a long time. When I had my daughter, I hadn't graduated from high school. Okay. And I'm not trying to knock her father. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. I'm not trying to do this, that, and the other. But let me tell you something. There's a difference. Anybody can be a mom. What I mean is mothers. I mean, if you birth, you can be a mother. Okay, if you have children, you consider to be a mother. But I'm a mommy. I am more than a mother. I'm a mom. A lot of people can be fathers. There are a lot of dads out there with a lot of children, but they're not daddies. They're not taking care of their responsibility. They're not doing the things they're supposed to be doing. But you know what? I could have been not only a bitter baby mama, a bitter single mom when I was single and raised my child. My oldest child, my daughter, she's 25 years old. I could have made all sorts of excuses for what he didn't do and what he continues not to do. I could have ran him down. I could have did all of these different things, but guess what? I made some decisions when I was a young lady. Okay. And although I can say when I was growing up, no, my mother did not talk to me about the birds and the bees, about this and that and the other. Why? The older that I got, when I realized my mother's mother, my grandmother, I never met. She died when my mother was 13. It's five of them. It's five of my uncles and my uncles and aunts. It's five of them. One has deceased. Actually, it was six, but one is this. Two is this are deceased. I could have made an excuse on why, I didn't want to be a mother, why this and that and the other, why I didn't want to take care of my responsibilities, why I didn't feel like being a single parent and thought it was hard and thought I got the worst end of the stick. And he's out here doing all of these other things, not getting child support, not doing this, not doing that. And me being not graduated from high school, I could have made all of those different excuses. Oh, why my mother didn't teach me this, that, and the other. Oh, this system. Oh, this, that, and the other. I could have made all sorts of different excuses. But guess what? I had to take responsibility on being a mother. Do you understand? I had to take the responsibility of raising a little human before I even graduated from high school. I had to make a decision that I was going to do the best that I could in the circumstances that I was in because of my decision. I could not wake up, or I could have, but I didn't wake up and be like, I don't want to be a mother today. I still got my life to live, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do all of these other things because I don't want to be responsible. No, I had to take responsibility that, listen, I made some decisions. I made some mistakes, and I can't help the decision, the choice that I made and what I got pregnant. And the father, the type of father that he is and that he was, I have no control over that. So if you're a single mother and you're mad and going and doing all these things because your baby's father is not in your life, you need to stop. If you're a single father and you're doing this and you're bashing the baby's mom because she's not in your children's life, listen, you take responsibility for your role and what you're supposed to do and be the best at it that you can. We can't help how other people do, or we can't help how other people treat us. Even in life, do you know I'm talking about not rejected, done wrong, talked about, this, that, and the other. I could have taken the other role and just go beat everybody up. Because you know when certain individuals have talked and ran your name back. I'm talking about in the church and out of the church. I'm talking about in the church and out of the church. See, individuals in the church, they sometimes think that they can camouflage and laugh and smile and stand behind different things and maybe different titles and this, like you don't know. No, the thing about it is, I choose and have chosen in life to respond well to whatever the things that have come into my life and take responsibility for the cards that I've been dealt. Because some of those choices I made. Do you understand me? Even when it came even when it comes to being, and we all have a story. We all have a story. We all have a story that comes in everybody's book. It's totally different. You understand what I'm saying? So the stuff that I suffered even when I was growing up, the things that happened to me when I was growing up, I could have made a choice to go be wayward and do all of these things. But I had to take responsibility, although this happened to me. Although I might have been molested, although I had several people to do me wrong, I had men to do wrong, and I did wrong to individuals. But my thing is taking responsibilities in life and not blaming on other people for where you are, for your downfalls, for why you keep taking the same test over and over and over and over and over. Do you understand? You have to understand that some of the tests that you keep taking is because you're not taking responsibility for the situations that you keep getting yourself into, but you continue to keep pushing it on other people. And that's not how it should go. In order for you to want to move, to propel, to go to the next level, to walk in your purpose, you have to take responsibility for where you are and change your mindset. Not only change your mindset, but you have to walk anew. You have to think new. You have to cut some people off. And that's what a lot of people don't want to do. My cutoff game is so strong. I ain't got to worry about cutting nobody off because I don't deal with a lot of people in my personal space. But some of you got too many people that you call your friend. You got too many people that you tell and you open and you tell your business to, and they are not loyal. They're not your friend. They telling this person, your business all out in the street. They might as well get on the bullhorn and just tell everything. That's what you might as well do. Because when you talk to them, that's what's happening. Some of you want to be accepted so bad that you continue to get yourself in wrong situations. And then you look at, well, this has happened. Well, I'm so tired of people doing this to me and this, that, and the other. Well, take responsibility to why you keep connecting with those people. Take responsibility of why you keep making the same mistakes, making the same choices. Those responsibilities fall on you. When you was a child, you thought like a child. That's what you're supposed to. But when you grow up, you're supposed to be thinking maturely. You're supposed to be walking in maturity. How is it that we are supposed to be here to train these children that are here? And some people, some of us, we all been messed up in the past, but some of you are still messed up and holding on to things that happened 20 years ago that you won't let go of. So you are in a position where you're not forgiving. You're in a position where you're stagnated. You're not moving. You're sick in your body because you're so stressed because you keep thinking about things that happened way back when. Take responsibility of your life. Grab it by the bullhorn and try to get free from some of the things that you may be going through. See, some people don't care about you getting free. As long as you benefit them, they want you to be in drama all the time. They want you to be in this. And let me tell you something. Listen, some people need to grow up. Some of this stuff that be happening in life, some of this drama-fied stuff, some of the things that you continue to find yourself in, and you be like, I don't do drama. Sure you do drama, because every time you turn around, your name is attached to drama. So you do drama. And you too old for that. You too old to be doing some of the things that you was doing when you was in high school. You're supposed to have a changed mindset and take responsibility. You shouldn't be thinking the same. You shouldn't be walking the same. And you definitely shouldn't be acting the same. All I want to do, I want to help you. I want to help you get to your next. Because some people are not going to tell you what you need to do. They're not going to help you, even when in my coach, because I'm a coach. So I coach individuals. I do professional development coaching. I do business coaching with business startup. I do mental health coaching because I work in mental health. I got certifications in mental health. I do a lot. I'm doing substance abuse coach. I do a lot of things. But this is the underlining thing, helping you to change, identifying things so that you can take responsibility of that can help you grow. It's about maturity. And in order for you to mature, you have to take responsibilities for some of the situations that you are currently in, some of the situations that you continue to find yourself in. No, it's not pretty. I'm pretty sure you're hurting. I did last week, growing pains. In order for you to grow, there will be pains. It's not going to be peachy cream. It's not. When you got to look at yourself and see that you messed up, to see that, okay, I need to change this. Okay, they keep saying that my attitude is this, that, and the other. Listen, boo, it ain't all about you. You need to look in the mirror so you can take responsibility and stop blaming it on Renee, Bobby, Sarah, and all of them, and look at you. Take responsibility. I'm telling you, whether if you know who I am or not, I'm telling you, in order for you to move to your next, you're going to have to take responsibility of some mess that you may have within you. You're going to have to move from a place that you have been in stagnant, in the same position, because you haven't taken responsibility. Like, look, I got anger issues. It's rooted in this, that, and the other. Because so you can cut off that root. I got unforgiveness issues. This situation happened to me. That man left me with his kids, this, that, and the other. And so, or my daddy wasn't there. I continue to have all these kids because I wanted to feel love, and now you're mad. You're mad with the kids. You're talking ugly to them all the time just because the plan that you had, the decisions that you had to keep having these children because you thought that man was going to be there or you thought that woman was going to be there did not work. Take responsibility. No man is going to love you based on how many children that you have. It does not work that way. You need to love yourself. You need to figure out why is it that you need a man in your life, that you can only survive with having a woman in your life. You need to go back and trace that thing so that you can cut that root out. You can't make a mother that's sorry be responsible and take care of her children. She's going to have to realize that, listen, I got these children and I'm not doing right by them. So I need to change and take responsibility. And I'm blaming, well, my mama left me. My daddy wasn't there. For these men that are sorry and don't want to take care of their children, there's no need for you to have animosity. There's no need for you to continue to call them, to make all these different posts and all this. Listen, it's your decision. It was your decision. It was my decision. And if I could have had made it all over again, listen, but being young, dumb, not really knowing, that's the choice that I made. But I wasn't going to let my child suffer because of the decision that I made, because of the decision, a choice that I made. So I chose to do what I was supposed to do. And I'm so glad I did, because I could have easily gave up in the tower. I could have easily said I wasn't ready to be a mother. I could have easily said I don't want to do this and that. I could have easily gave it to my parents. I could have easily did whatever the case may be. And I'm so glad because I get to watch my children grow. I get to continue to invest in them and impart in them and pray for them and to see my seeds grow. Has it been easy? No, it has not. It was never easy being a single parent. Never. It was never easy watching my child wonder why her father was not in her life. It was never easy of her having her to think that it had something to do with her. It was never easy watching her and how she would be angry. And I never, ever, ever, ever talk bad to her about him. Never. When she got older, she started singing for herself because I'm not that type of person. Do you understand me? I'm not that type of person, but I do believe in, let me tell you something, whatever that we're supposed to do while we're here, and if we don't do it, especially when it comes to being a parent, there are repercussions. They are. But I did my part. I ain't got nothing to do with him or with everybody else. So what I'm telling you is to get free. What I'm telling you is to take responsibility for the choice that you made and move on, because it's been holding you. The guys that are watching, you might be overwhelmed with having to raise the children by yourself, and you're wondering why she's not doing this and that. Your children are hurting because the mother is not there. Take a grip, do your part, and let everything else fall into place. That's all you can do. Having animosity, being childish, women fighting, men fighting, that is childish. That's childish. I said it. It's childish. You can only do what you can and take responsibility for your part. Take responsibility for your part of healing. Take responsibility for your part of getting free. Take responsibility for your part of getting out of bondage. Take responsibility of pulling up the root of whatever you may be going through so that you can be free and move to your next. So I just came up here tonight just to encourage you to take responsibility of the choices that you have made, so that you can rectify them, so that you can correct them, so that you can find the root of why that you continue to operate in a certain thing and pull that thing up. Rather, if you got to see a counselor, go see one. If you need a coach, go see one or come and see me. Inbox me. I have individual packages. Inbox me for a consultation. There are ways that you can get help. Don't walk around here stressed, depressed, feeling bogged down because you think, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. This person's going to be talking about me. Listen, find out who you can trust, who is loyal, and walk in it. Because there are people who are just that. It don't have to be nobody you've been known for 20 years, 30, because some of them, let me tell you something. Amount of time that you've known people does not mean that they have a stamp of approval of being loyal, not being messy, and loving you. Some of them are your worst enemies. But some of you like to attach yourselves to familiarity because you're comfortable in that and don't want to feel inferior linking with other people. That inferiority complex messes up a lot of people. They mess up a lot of people that don't want to connect with others because they feel inferior. They intimidated. In order for you to grow, you got to feel uncomfortable. If everybody's on your level and that's in your circle, something is wrong. Because how are you going to grow if all of you are on the same level? Something is wrong. Change your circle. Evaluate where you are. Take responsibility for the decisions that you have made. It's not your mother's fault why you where you are. It's not your daddy's fault why you where you are. It's not your husband's fault, your boo thing, your significant other, whatever you want. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. God gives us signs and certain things of what we need to do before they even happen. He prepares us. Tell us to cut stuff off. Tell us to do this and that and the other. Sometimes you want to do what we want to do and then get upset when all hell start breaking loose. Take responsibility, should. It's your fault. You didn't do what the instructions said. That's just like you trying to make a meal. You're trying to make a new meal. You get the instructions, but you want to do what you want to do and wonder why the cake flopped. You wonder why this not happening like you thought it was going to do, because you wanted to do your own thing. You want to follow and make your own instructions, and it doesn't go that way. Take responsibility, follow the guidelines, and then watch changes come in your life. That's all I come to tell you on tonight, is to take responsibility for where you are, take responsibility for where you want to go, and take responsibility for where you were. Where you were should be a lesson. Where you are should direct you to where you want to go. Do you understand me? Take responsibilities. Evaluate where you are. Assess where you are. And if you need to modify, and I keep saying those three words because it's essential in your next, that's what you need to do. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm Dr. L. Perkins. You can reach me by email at renovatinglivesinc@gmail.com. You can reach me by inbox on my Renovating Lives Facebook page. If you're looking for coaching sessions, if you need a coach or a mentor, you can sign up for consultations on my Reestablishing You page, or you can email me at reestablishyou@gmail.com, or you can inbox me. Either way, I just wanted to tell you that I want to see you win. I want to see you obtain the things that are for you that you have had that have been halted, stagnate. They have been halted because you're stagnant. You're in the same place. That's all I want to do. I don't have to know you. We don't have to be cool. We don't have to be knowing each other for 20 years. I want to help you get to your next. Majority of the people that I coach, majority of them I don't have a personal relationship with. Sometimes unfamiliarity is good. You don't need to be familiar, because sometimes familiarity, it comes off a little bit different. People love to hear all the good things and this, that, and the other, but when it's time for correction, when it's time to help change, when it's time to help move, some people can't accept that. But in order for growth, it comes with growing pains. So thank you for joining me on this evening. Hopefully, it's been a busy week. It was busy last week. That's why I didn't do this the session last week. I actually had death in my family, and so we're still doing the grieving process and different things. But do know this: no matter what, I want to see you win. No matter what, I want to see you get to your next level. No matter what, I want to see you get free. I want you to be free. I want you to be whole, and I want you to be healed in the mighty name of Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, whatever you want to say. I want to see you win. Bless you. I pray abundant blessings over your life. I pray peace and healing and comfort during this time. And whatever you're in need of, you need to take it to God in prayer. Bless you, Lord's willing. I will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Do have a good evening.